Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new Steven Gerrard card to check out. We're taking a look at someone who is 6 foot tall, high medium work rates, right-footed, 3-star skill moves, a 5-star weak foot. I don't care about the skill moves, honestly. I care about the 5-star weak foot being a thing for defensive animations as well as goal scoring opportunities if I decide to use a card like this in the left-sided areas, right? Pretty big W in regards to that type of stuff. Player traits. This card is working with the long passer, long shot taker, playmaker, as well as the team player trait. So a couple of interesting stuff to work with there. In-game attributes. We're going to be trying out this card on 2 different chemistry styles because there's something that I want to try out right away, right? It's going to be the engine and the shadow, because the engine chemistry style does give him the pace boost as well as the dribbling boost and the passing. But as you guys know, pace is very, very relevant to have in this game. And the fact that his defending stats is on the lower side, it makes me want to give him specifically the shadow chemistry style, right? Because the shadow is going to put his defensive stats in the 80s area while giving him pace. But he's still a really well-rounded card everywhere else, right? So this card, with the way that it's formatted, can be a lengthy player on an architect, right? It's definitely possible for you to do. Do I think that's going to be the most ideal situation? Maybe if you use him as the attacking oriented center mid, but I do feel like most people should give him a shadow chemistry style at this point in the game because of the massive defensive boost that he's given. If he had defensive stats like that, right, by default, and then you can give him an architect to make him a lengthy, that wouldn't be a horrible choice. But with defensive stats like that, you want to improve that as much as possible as a person that plays mainly in your 3 midfield setup, playing in that center mid role, right? So in our case, we're going to be using him as the attacking oriented center mid, playing in the right center mid area. So on a shadow chemistry side, I think it's going to be the most ideal, right? So with this card, 88 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, not on a lengthy, right? Shooting on the card is in a fantastic area, right? We got a couple of decent stats when it comes to shooting. The shot power is already at 95, 91 for finishing. A lot of very good stuff to work with, right? Especially with the traits that he has. If you want to pop in a long shot from time to time, could definitely be a very nice thing to work with. Passing on the card, also going to be in a fantastic area. That with a 5-star weak foot, 87 for composure. Definitely in a pretty decent area for a midfielder playing in that 3 midfield setup. Agility and balance is on the lower side, so we do have to experiment with that because the card is going to be 6 foot tall with an average body type. So all of that's going to be very, very relevant to check out in game. And then he also has some physical capabilities too. So considering the fact that he's 6 foot tall, average body type, mid 80s, high 80s for physical stats with a 92 for stamina, actually makes this card look like a pretty usable version of Gerrard in game. So in our case, guys, we are going to be trying out a new 4-1-2-2 formation. You guys will be able to check out the tactic a little bit sooner after this video, because we're going to do the tactic video as well as probably like a tier list for the second team of the trophy Titans, right? But with Steven Gerrard, we'll be mostly using him on the shadow chemistry style, testing him out on the attack, testing him on the defense, all of that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see how he performs in game, man. Hopefully he's a beast.
He had to get to the ball, and he did. Rabiot. Now Rabiot. Pass after pass.
Ooh, Stevie G, you're on my mind. What a goal.
A lopsided contest, 4-0.
Good defense.
Gerrard. Mbappe. And return to Van Basten.
Nice. A little bit lucky there, but the finish off.
He's put it away. A celebratory moment.
Thank you, Gerrard. Needed that, especially from kickoff.
You see this one going.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward, and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really...
No, I couldn't time it, man. I caught him on the dribbles, too.
Look like scoring every time they go forward. They do need to extend their lead, though, while they're
Oh, they
playing
might
so well.
score here, Stuart.
Ah, too much power on it.
Over the crossbar.
Too much power.
A very effective challenge put in. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Mbappe!
I'll take that. The colors are confusing me, man. They're confusing me like crazy.
Concentration levels high.
Let's go, Gerrard.
Able to stay with him, and he's having having a field day. Well,
Gerrard.
to get out of hand.
Go in. It was a great effort, you have to say.
Thank you.
Gerrard. Now Rabiot. Gerrard.
Woo! Stevie G with the long shots. I like that I gave him the shadow like after trying him out on the engine a little bit, and his dribbling still feels okay on the shadow. It's pretty cool. Let's go, Cole.
Mbappe.
My boy Stevie G's got me, don't worry.
Good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Woo, we never know, man. That guy got knocked out.
Mbappe. Can they nudge in front?
Good, boys. Good, good, good. Good.
Advantage based on what we've seen.
TV.
Rabiot. Not a good pass.
Oh, Stevie G, man. Oh.
To the situation at the back. Steven Gerrard. Can he finish this?
Oh, what a finish. What a finish, Paul Pogba.
And a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow.
Oh, man. Good pass, though, by Stevie G.
Gerrard. Not
Try it out.
now Rabiot. And Baston. Can he put it in? And the keeper.
Oh, maybe I should be shooting it across there. That's unlucky, man.
Gerrard. Well,
I never know. Never know.
heads of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Quadrado. Can he find the right pass? Mbappe. Must be.
There we go.
There is the goal.
That's how we finish the game. Good stuff, boys.
Cole. And return to Cole. And Baston. Could be.
Nice.
From one end.
Nice. I think he used manual goalkeeping a little bit there. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Steven Gerrard card. So, guys, to be fair, a lot of these cards that EA don't end up making full meta in this game, they did a really good job with the Trophy Titans promo, because Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, you'll see in the Frank Lampard review as well, these guys normally are just not that good to use, you know, like just normally. Obviously, they're not like full meta cards, and people always like to compare it to full meta. Like, they're not going to be on that level, obviously, right? But what we look for with these types of cards is that when you release a new promo version of them, they have to be at least usable, right? For the meta of the game and how it performs, generally speaking. And to be honest with you guys, this card on a Shadow Chemistry style is actually a pretty solid midfielder. Not bad to work with whatsoever. What would have been really saucy, to be honest, is if he was on a lengthy accelerate on his card, with the Shadow Chemistry style as the stats are right now. I think that would have been a really, really saucy thing to work with. If his strength was like higher at like a 95 or something on a lengthy, that would have been a really, really cool thing to work with when it comes to Gerrard. But honestly, on a Shadow Chemistry style in that 3 midfield setup, it still worked out perfectly fine, because the way that the center mid works in that right center mid area for this team is that they have like the cover wing instruction. So you guys were able to see on a consistent basis his defensive AI positioning himself really well to, 1, do the challenges himself, 2, be positioned really well in the general midfield position, and 3, be the type of card that can pass the ball really well. His dribbling didn't really feel that horrible to work with, considering the fact that his agility and balance is both at an 80, right? So that was a really cool thing, because when I gave him the engine, I was like, okay, the dribbling is really nice. You notice it being pretty solid to work with, right? But it's very important for me to give him that Shadow Chemistry style, because these cards still need to defend if they're playing that general midfield position. When I was playing him in that right center mid area on the Shadow Chemistry style, because of his height, because of his body type, he was actually able to defend for me from time to time. Now, obviously, the most prevalent thing when it comes to Gerrard in this game, it's going to be his shooting, right? So if you make him your attacking-oriented center mid, which wouldn't be an issue whatsoever on that Shadow Chemistry style, because the pace boost as well as the defensive boost, the shooting base card stats is very, very good to work with. If you get into the right areas at the right time, like for an outside foot shot or just a general long shot, like guys, that outside foot shot power strike doesn't always work in this game. It's always the looped one that is the most consistent, and he was still able to hit it in the top left corner on the green time shot because of his really high shooting capabilities, right? The passing on the card being really high is a W too. There's multiple situations where I'm building up the play where if I have to hit a driven pass into certain areas around the 18-yard box, he's very consistent at hitting them because of the 5-star weak foot and the high passing capabilities too. So sure, these cards may not be like crazy full meta, but the least you can ask for these types of players is that they're going to be usable in the meta of the gameplay. And if you guys choose to use Steven Gerrard for your past and present Liverpool team in a 3 midfield setup, playing as your attacking oriented center mid, this card will actually do work for you. Like, he got involved in the attacking positions really well for me. He shot the ball well. The passing was great. I just wish he was a lengthy with the pace stats that he's working with, because if he was a lengthy while working with that height and body type, that would have been an absolutely massive W. But hey, the least I ask for Trophy Titans is to make these cards usable in the meta of this gameplay, and he's 100% usable in the meta of the gameplay. So good stuff with Steven Gerrard. I enjoy using him a lot. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.